This is a short video following on from the previous video, a key indicator of when the tribulation will begin, which I'll put a link to below. Now I'm just going to play part of what Australian Treasurer Josh Frydenberg had to say on September 11 concerning the $10,000 cash transaction limit, which was to come into effect on 1st of January 2020.
And she knows that the Coalition is tackling the black economy, Mr Speaker, because the black economy threatens the integrity of the tax system. It undermines community trust and confidence in our tax system, Mr Speaker, and it gives businesses and individuals who do not do the right thing an unfair competitive advantage over businesses and individuals who do the right thing, Mr Speaker. And that is why this side of the House in government established the Black Economy Task Force, and our response in last year's budget represented the first whole-of-government blueprint for tackling the black economy, Mr Speaker. There were measures that we committed to which will see an additional $5.3 billion. That is money that will come into the budget to the government to spend on schools, to spend on hospitals, to spend on aged care, to spend on services, Mr Speaker. We have completed 22 of the task force recommendations, with another 36 currently in progress. Shifting the taxing point for illicit tobacco, strengthening government procurement, increased integrity measures for high-risk sectors, and a cash payment limit of $10,000, Mr Speaker.
So Treasurer Frydenberg stated the Australian government had implemented 22 of the Black Economy Task Force's recommendations, with another 36 in progress. Now, as explained in the previous video, 22 and 36 are key numbers associated with the mark of the beast system, and please watch a key indicator of when the tribulation will begin for more details on these numbers. But in essence, the underlying message Frydenberg was giving is that the Satanists who run the country are moving Australia towards the cashless mark of the beast system. And it's no coincidence Frydenberg said this on September 11 or 9/11, just like another staged event occurred in the US 18 or 6+6+6 years ago, which was a critical ploy to move the world towards a totalitarian mark of the beast system. And as mentioned in the previous video, recommendations given by committees like the Black Economy Task Force are predetermined to move Australia towards the mark of the beast system. So Josh Frydenberg is just a Freemason actor, and the Australian Parliament is a theatre production. I doubt there is a single genuine person in the Parliament. That includes those who have come out in opposition to the cash transaction limit. They are controlled opposition. The reason for them is firstly, so that this doesn't look like one giant conspiracy where every politician supports this oppressive law, and secondly, by prolonging the passing of the legislation, it gives members of the general public more opportunity to contact their parliamentarians, make comments, submissions, etc., so that the Satanists know who genuinely opposes the cash transaction limit and therefore could also subsequently reject receiving the mark of the beast. It's similar to the recent introduction of My Health Record by the Australian government, where Australians had to opt out of the government keeping all their personal health data, which they had plenty of time to do and can still also opt out at any time. This opt-out approach allows the Satanists to distinguish between those who don't trust the government to keep all their personal health information and those who are brain-dead zombies who are also far more likely to take the mark of the beast. Now, I am a little surprised it looks unlikely the $10,000 cash transaction limit will come into effect on the 1st of January 2020, but I would expect the passing of the legislation and or the implementation of the limit to occur on other satanically significant dates. So please share this and other important videos on this channel, as they are highly suppressed because they are potentially detrimental to the cause of the Satanists who rule this world.